Are you Blue Willie?
What?
Oh, you spell bad.
No, it's handwriting, dude. I saw it last week.
Okay, I was like, because Blue Willie sounds like a first draft of that whale that didn't make it over that jump.
Man, this is the only place where you can like get roasted immediately and have a mic drop on you. I just got here. So, good evening, guys. Good evening. Simply put, so I'm from Lexington, North Carolina, but the thing is, I have a higher voice and a slight accent, so my parents didn't think I would survive in an urban environment. So I think the conversation between my mom and dad went something like this. Well, our boy's a little feminine and smarter than the other kids and has a high voice. I don't think he's going to survive here. And I think my dad said something like, well, that's all right. We'll just take him out to the country. That'll straighten him out. You guys should have seen the look on my dad's face when we left the theater after watching Brokeback Mountain. It was like the first time he had ever realized cowboys could wrangle something other than cattle. So guys, I'm from the kinking community. Do you know what this is, kink community? Kink? Things like BDSM. We have a saying in the BDSM community, you know, whips and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains excite me. So the thing about the kink community is we are your doctors, we are your teachers, we are your nurses. You know, we're into all types of kinky and sexy shit. You know, we want you to wash your hands for COVID. You know, but there are more reasons. But the thing about the kink community is we live on the edge of society. We like our own type of sexual liberation. You know, because every day we work 9 to 5, we push that button, we work for the man, whoever the man is, and every day we just go in and out, we're PC, we stay inside our little box, and you get to the point where you just want to hold a knife and scream. That's not a joke, by the way, that's just how I feel on the inside. But no, you guys are safe, you guys are safe. I mean, think about it, right? Times are changing. 1950s Joker, right? Guy was dipped in a vat of acid, came out crazy, right? Current day Joker, the last 2 Joker movies have just been a guy living in New York. That's it. They just dipped him in society and he came out nuts. Which isn't that too different from the kink community because, you know, like, he fights a guy in a bat suit 6 feet tall in dark alleys. I go to dark dungeons and fight people in leather suits. I'm not seeing a difference. But, so the thing is, my father would always tell me, you know, son, you gotta make it in society. Stand up straight. People aren't gonna take you seriously if you don't stand up straight. Also, make sure that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And find yourself a good woman, son. She'll ground you. You know what I did? I've been dating this woman for about 6 months, and she decided to give me a prize on our 6-month anniversary. She decided to take me up to the Tennessee mountains. Right, you guys ever been to the Tennessee Smoky Mountains? It's beautiful, plenty of trees, nice and quiet, no one can hear you scream. It's great, it's great. So we get there, right, you know, 6-hour long trip, and she pulls out a black suitcase, and then pulls up like a bunch of ropes and harnesses and straps. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, she's a big titty golf chick. And let's see, we're in the Tennessee mountains. I'm the only black guy around for miles. What horror movie did I sign up for? And she looks at me and says, oh, well, actually I've been having a lot of fun with you. I was wondering if you could like chase me naked in the woods, tie me to a tree and fuck me. And I had never really ever heard that phrase in my life. Like, that was a complete surprise to me. And the thing is, you girls, you guys know exactly how to get into our heads, because she just flipped her hair and said, oh, well, if you're not up to it. And my mind went from, but the social imperative demands that I am cordial, charitable, and nice to you to run, bitch. I'll give you a fucking head start. So there I am, right in the Tennessee mountains, with the light of the moon reflecting off my girlfriend's ass. And that is the only thing that I can see. Right, and all of a sudden I hear a voice in my head. It's my dad. He's like, stand up straight, son. And I thought, wait a second. He was warning me. Because I wasn't going to catch this bitch slouching. And then I started running. Got a little wind in my chest. And by the way, do you guys know what consensual non-consent is? Consensual non-consent? So, for you guys that do not know, consensual non-consent is when 2 adults negotiate a sex act and then pretend that it never happened. So there I am, right after her. And all of a sudden I hear her voice again, or my dad's voice again. And he says, well, son, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And you know, I never really suffered in life, not at all. Never really suffered in life. And I thought, well, you know, the most violent thing I've ever really done is like listen to rap music on the way to the dentist. So I said the most violent thing I could think of out loud, and I was just like, tonight, you're going to be my blanket, because I'm going to be inside of you safe and warm for hours. No, I'm glad you guys like that joke, because she did too. She fell down, and I caught her ass. She laughed so hard I caught her. So then there I am. The thing is, I've been raised country, right? So, I'm trying to be really, really cool. So, this is all consensual. She's having a great time. And she's on the ground going, oh, please, mister, don't do anything. And the thing is, I'm trying to be cool. So outside, I'm like saying, well, the hell you will. Right? But on the inside, I'm like singing every single song when it comes to like just knot tying and destruction. Here's how we tie a slut. Tie her mouth, smack her butt. But also, it's just like, oh no, you caught me. And the thing is, again, I was raised really country, so like, I felt like I was being really, really cool, but this is when I knew I completely left society at this point. So I said, Susie! We done caught ourselves a good one, boy. While at the same time in my head, I'm thinking, here's how we tie a bow, flip her over, flop that hoe. Just like back and forth. We done caught ourselves a good one, rip her up. And right before, I almost got done tying her position. I heard my dad's voice one more time. Well, son, find yourself a good woman. She'll ground you. And I thought, Father, I'm a man now. I'm going to ground her. And then I proceeded to pollinate everything within a 20-foot radius. And thank you guys. That's my time.
Hey, everybody! Wow. Watching, look at us, laughing and learning about a whole different world. Blaine, right now